thing that I find a culture shock to me is the way they treat pets. Like they love pets. Like somebody will be saying like it's as if the pet is like a family member. It's like a family member. They treat that pet like even higher than human being. I'm telling you the truth. Like how can I even make you understand this kind of thing? Do you know you will just see an ambulance. Wow, wow, wow. The ambulance will just, people will be clearing from the road, they will clear and give parts for the ambulance to pass. You know what the ambulance is carrying? Maybe a dog that was injured or a dog that is breathless, that they're trying to rush that dog to the hospital to go to the vet. It's not as if it's human being. Where I come from, dogs, they used to have cage outside. They don't allow dogs to sleep inside the room. But here, dog is sleeping in the bed. Dog is like so pampered. They kiss the dog. That kind of thing. So, like, you don't scream at the dog. Maybe a dog is coming to you to come and play. You'll try to smile. Me that is so scared of dog, I have to start loving dogs because it's everywhere here. Wherever they are going, they take these dogs in their car. They'll put the dog in the back seat, in their car. It's not like in Nigeria that dog roam about the streets and eat shit. Here, dog have good food. They buy special food for dogs. As a matter of fact, I saw a lady that keeps calling her cats, the cats that she have. She kept calling it her kids. That she have 4 cats and she don't want to have any kids. The cats are okay for her. That kind of thing. Where I come from, it's not like so. So it's really shocking to me somebody calling a cat her kids or calling dogs her kids. They kind of pamper and like pets a lot. They have bunnies, they have what's it called? Um I'll give you guys a story. I want to visit a friend. Okay. So the neighbor said they have what we call like fowl in Nigeria, chicken. They said we should come and see. Oh, they were saying hi, hello. Like the person I went to meet to visit was saying hi to her neighbor, and they were like, she was like, come and see, and Hannah and Hema. I'm like Hannah and Hema, okay. And I went to the back of the yard, and I saw that it's chicken. They named it like two chicken. They named it Anna and Emma, which is awkward to me. Why would you give a name to a chicken? So they named their pets, they pamper their pets. It's so funny. Like, well, that is just how they are. So we just have to learn to accept everything that we see here. Okay. So that what I noticed about pets. They take care of their pets a lot. They can go, they'll say, oh, their dog needs a walk, so they have to take their dog for a walk, that kind of thing. So that is that for that. And another thing that I noticed is like almost everyone have a car. Okay, considering the kind of harsh weather that Canada has, I think that is a little bit like it's not even a little bit. It's okay everyone having a car. Okay, as small as a child, not as small as from the age of 15, 16, they already own cars. So because of the weather, I don't want to go and standing outside and be waiting for buses, but just find out that everyone, most of the people here in Canada own a car, whereby you need it for mobility, you need it for your running around, you need it from your point A to point B because of how the weather is. So yeah, everyone, like almost everyone here owns a car. Another thing that I find really shocking to me is the time for appointments. Like my dear people, there is no African time here. Oh. If you miss an appointment, maybe the appointment is by 2, you have to be there by 2. There is no African time. Like if you come late, they'll tell you, oh, we're so sorry. They will just there's no way. And also with those appointments, you have to book. You don't just come unannounced or come barging in an office, right? So you have to schedule an appointment, book the appointment, and have that date and had that you have a social place to visit. So the kind of everything here is appointments. When you go for walking, like you want to walk in for maybe a clinic or certain things, if they don't have, if that day have been all booked, okay, they won't see you that day. So it's best you book appointments, you schedule appointment for a particular date and know when you can come over, right? So that is really shocking to me. Unlike Nigeria, where you can just barge in anywhere, go for any visit without booking an appointment, or so that is it, and no African time. So that is really shocking to me as well. This other one is just God. Everything that you buy here, you pay tax. Just know, keep extra money for tax. And the higher that commodity, the higher that item you're buying, the higher the tax. I think every province have their own tax rate. So, but then just know that if you are buying something for $15, have money for like have extra for tax, because like where I'm coming from, as you're buying your phone, if you have a phone and you want to buy like if you see a phone you want to buy a phone, you just pay cash. If they tell you it's 10,000, that is it. But here, once they say it is 10,000, no, you are paying almost 2,000 extra for tax. So the tax system is just ridiculous. Anyway, I don't know, but then, yeah, compare it with where I'm coming from. It's shocking to me that you have to pay tax with everything that you buy, groceries, everything that you buy. They will tell you the tax, including tax. So that kind of thing. Pay your taxes. Now, this other one is calling people by their first name. You have to address people by their first name. So when I came here newly, I'm like, if I see somebody that is an elderly person, I want to say, auntie, uncle this, auntie that. Even your teacher, you refer them with their name. Either maybe you want to make it a little bit, maybe you can say Miss somebody, Miss this, Miss that, but then literally your neighbors, everyone you speak with, you just say their name, just address them by their name. Okay, so that is what I find weird. Even kids, like in Nigeria, little children, they tend to want to respect their elders by putting auntie, uncle, or sister, that kind of thing. They don't do it here. No matter how old that person is, no matter how, even though they have gray hair, if they're not your family, if they are not like your own, like your brother's child, or so they can be your uncle or your auntie, or if they are your sibling's child, nobody's going to uncle you here, nobody's going to auntie you here, you know. And they don't even say mass, good morning ma, that kind of thing. They can just say hello or good morning, that kind of thing. Nobody put that extra respect kind of thing that we do in Nigeria. Everyone is just, they just stay like, even though if it's your teacher, for your teacher, you can say Miss somebody to make it look a little bit formal, or for your tutor, it can be a little bit formal, but with um, everyone around you, it is, even at your workplace, wherever you are, everyone is being addressed by their name. So that is that, which is really shocking to me. Another thing here is getting your dream job, getting that your dream career can be somehow hard, especially if you didn't school here and you migrated from your home country, and you want to come and get that's your dream job. Maybe you are a doctor, or you are a lawyer, sort of, and you just come here and want to, enter into the system and become a lawyer here. They don't do that. You have to go through some exams, and it's as if you are schooling again, which I don't think is nice, because after all, you schooled the same year with the guys here. It's the same year, the same course, the same everything. So why are you making other people go through the stress of um getting into the field? It's so hard to, maneuver your way into that field. That's why some doctors, they will come here first, they'll start working as either personal support worker or caregivers or care aides, just to wait till when they finish, upgrading and all of that before they can get into becoming a doctor. Is that bad? So I don't think that is nice. But yeah, that is what they do here. So it's not as if we can change it. I don't know if it can be changed. If they can change it, it would be good, because I don't see why somebody that studied, even though you have your masters, even though you have your PhD, when you come here, they will now humble you. They'll be like, you didn't go through the system here. You have to pass through the system. You have to do this, you know. So they don't just. And one beautiful thing, did you know somebody that is a maybe an SSC holder can be your boss? You that came in with masters, and then you want to be feeling like somebody that's an SSC or a college holder can be your boss, because they've gotten a lot of experience. I think they kind of value experience. Like these guys, they start working maybe like 15, 16 years, they're already working. Okay. So it makes them to have a lot of experience, a lot of working experience. So that is it for that. And also, all jobs are valuable. They don't discriminate. Like the society made it look like there is no too much. You won't even notice. You won't even notice them because everybody's just living on an average life. Like you won't even notice this person is wealthy. You won't even know. The system make it like everybody is just like almost the same level. I don't know how they really did that thing that everyone is just like you don't go to a gas station and then you expect anybody to come and attendant to come and fill in your gas. You fill in your gas by yourself. You see the way in Nigeria, you will just be maybe those pastors or politicians, the way they carry siren up and down anywhere they go, they carry bodyguard. Nobody is bodyguarding anybody here. So the life humbled everyone to be almost equal. Sometimes you don't even know somebody that is rich. You don't even know a millionaire here because everyone is just the same. That brings me to the fashion sense. Because you can see a millionaire because of how the weather is. All of us we are inside jackets. You won't even know this person is a millionaire. You won't even know this person has money, that kind of thing. They don't do fashion. They just dress according to the weather. They just put on their clothes according to the weather. The only time people tend to want to even dress a little bit is during summer. But then aside that, nobody nobody dress. Everybody just minding their business. You wear anything you like, you know. If you like, wear makeup from here to tomorrow or fix bone straight. Nobody know you are carrying bone straight. Nobody know you've not made your hair for months. That's how when I came in here, I don't know what they used to make hair and all of that. And the braid that I had it for months. And they'll still be like, oh, it's so beautiful, it's so beautiful. I'm like, Nigeria, what have you guys done to me? If I carry that kind of hair in Nigeria for that long, they will be like, oh, now you suffer pass, that kind of thing. So, but here, nobody care, nobody even look at you, nobody even care at all about your dress sense. How you look does not even matter. They just mind their business. So, yeah, that is that with that. And another culture shock to me is they are bilingual. I realize Canada is bilingual, whereby some provinces speak French. So it gives an edge to people that understand both French and um English. I used to think it's just English when I was in Nigeria. So when I got here, I realized Quebec, they speak like the main language there is English. Sorry, is French. Why the other language is English? To get that kind of thing. So like when you go for grocery there, or you go for shopping, or you go like McDonald, they'll attend to you with French. So you'll be like, oh, if you don't know how to speak French, so why it's good if you have if you can speak both French and English, it gives you an edge to work in places like that. You settle in such kind of province because, of course, you understand both languages, and it gives you an edge to get government job because, of course, most of the government job they want to first of all talk in English and also talk in French. So they kind of mix those things, and yeah, it's a bilingual country. So that is it. And also, another thing that I noticed is Canadians, they love coffee. I'm like, why do these people, you will see them, somebody will be like, can we meet over a coffee? Can we meet over a coffee? That there's something called coffee break, you know. In Nigeria, before there's nothing like that. People don't really, really, really take coffee, you know. I don't know. It's so like everyone here, they love their coffee a lot. Before you see somebody taking this kind of things in Nigeria, it's just tea, maybe which is hot chocolate here. They don't take anything aside that. They just take tea. You get it? But here, every morning you see them wanting coffee, or they go out on the coffee break, or they meet over coffee. Why can't we meet over chicken and rice? That kind of thing. Or fried rice and chicken. They don't do like that. So they love coffee a lot, and it can be just what they go out to get, what they go out to buy, as to going out to get maybe something nice to eat. Yeah. And also, let me tell you something. Do you know if you are going out on a date, you will be at your own house, so somebody just come and tell you, "Hello, can we meet over a date? Can we go out on a date?" Carry your money, my dear. Carry your money because you will be so shocked how you start paying, or you go and be washing a lot of plates. You have to get your own money because after everything They invited us for a party. They asked us to come out. Yeah, it's a friend's birthday party. After everything, I saw that they are paying. Some places are getting up to pay for what they eat. Thank God, me I don't eat plenty, plenty. And thank God I have my card on me. So you have to have your card on you, else you're gonna be shocked. Even though somebody take you out on a date, even if it's a guy and you're a lady, compared to where I'm coming from, men sort our bills. Which way I really enjoyed it, that kind of thing. They will pay your bills, they will take care of you, they will buy you this and buy you that. Yeah, if you go out on a date, as soon as you finish eating in that KFC or finish eating your McDonald's, whatever, fried chips and all of that, you are going to be paying yours and he is going to be paying his. Somebody takes care of. And that brings me to family. Somehow, I don't think, of course, they'll be like, oh, they treasure family, they love family, but I don't see it that much because when they have their aged parents, they don't care for their aged parents. They just carry their aged parents and go and put in old people home, that kind of thing. But in Nigeria, we care for our aged parents. We try to, if they are in the village, we try to go visit them in the village. You see them, they'll be in the same city with their parents. They wouldn't want to go and say hello to their parents. That's culture, that ethics is not in them. They don't go and visit, their aged parents. And even on the other hand, their parents, maybe while they are young, and maybe they are 18 years, they expect you to go out and go and start. If, as a matter of fact, if they own the house, they want you to be paying them rent. In Nigeria, that mommy's boy and daddy's girl, where you can grow and even be 25 years and still be eating your mommy's food and all of that, they don't do it here. So they don't really take care of each other as supposed. They don't take care of each other. They tend to, you know, um, they tend to not take care of each other. Let me just put it that way. In Nigeria, I find out that they care more in that aspect. They care to want to check up on their parents. They care to want to check up on their grandparents and all of that. Oh, I have a grandma, that kind of thing. I have somebody in the village. Here, no, they don't even care. They don't even bother. And when you are old, you expect your child to go and fend for himself. They should start paying you rent in while living, or you ask them to leave your house. No, that kind of thing. I don't know why, but that is what I found out that they are doing here, which is a little bit awkward, and I really don't like it. Also,